that something you want to make a bet on or just a feel? Because I'll give you odds on it. I'll give you odds on it.
What are the odds?
Where are the odds?
I'll give you 3-1 on any bet size you want. They score more than 7 points.
Make it 7.
I said more than 7. Yeah. Good evening, degenerates, and welcome back to this week's NFL edition of Degen Hours. We are here. We've had 2 electric episodes so far, the Wednesday Roundup and Thursday College Football, where we gave out the Mortal Lock Parlay. All 5 of us back in the parlay. Yeah. The bet pays $1,100.
Oh, yeah.
Free roll.
It's a free roll. We're going to recap what that was at the end of the show. But in the meantime, we have a lot of really big NFL games to get to.
Yes, we do. Oh, yeah. Yep, we do.
And I'm sure this will ensue some debate. I mean, we talked a lot of NFL debate on the Wednesday Roundup. If you didn't see it, go ahead and check back. But some of that, I'm sure, will resurface for these games. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk some NFL. First game on the slate that we are going to talk about is a massive game.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a big game. Massive game.
Yeah.
49ers at Jacksonville. 49ers are 3-point favorites on the road against the Jaguars, who've won 5 straight games. Mm-hmm. Total's 45.5. Mario, I'm starting with you. Where are you leaning on this one? This is an interesting spot, to say the least.
It is interesting. Right now, though, I'm leaning with the Prince. I'm taking the Jags +3 and the under. Yeah, this is just a weird. The line was a little weird at first when I saw it, but I just think the 49ers, granted, they do have a great defense, but their offense, I think people are kind of starting to realize Brock Purdy, because we weren't he never lost before these last 3 weeks. So
yeah.
People weren't sure, is he really just insane or is he more of a system kind of quarterback? And I think we're kind
exposed.
I think everyone realizes he's not bad, but he's definitely not that elite QB. He's definitely more like a Dak Prescott, system kind of guy.
Yeah.
So just give me the Jags at home and give me the under. I think it's going to be 2 good defenses. Jags don't usually go crazy on offense, but I just think they'll find a way to grind it out. So
Yeah. Okay, so you're going Jags in the under.
yeah. Oh yeah, and I also just Jags outright winning.
Yeah. 3 picks.
Yeah, 3 picks.
3 big picks. Mike?
I am riding with Mario on 2 of those. I'm sure I'm gonna ride with him on the Jags outright win also, but
you're a rider.
yeah,
You're right.
I'm
Mike
clearly a rider.
loves to ride.
But I mean, here's the thing.
Loves to ride his boys.
Here's the thing. Though.
Here's the thing. Is I'm clearly, as you can tell, a big stats guy.
Yeah.
I'm a little statistically thrown at this, because everything points to the fact that the 49ers should statistically just blow out the Jags. But
Can you give me those stats? What stats would lead you to say that?
Not a better
Just
record, not a better play, not a better defense in the past 5 games, not a better offense in the past 5 games.
Passing yards scored, or passing yards obtained, rushing yards obtained.
What do you mean obtained?
Yards allowed.
Obtained and allowed was
Obtained? What does obtained mean?
So the 49ers get more rushing yards per game than the Jags. They get more passing yards per game than the Jags, and they allow fewer yards to opposing teams than the Jags.
They have very similar passing yards. They're both at 2,000. Jags are
but they are better.
But
they're better.
8 yards.
But they're better.
That's,
Right? So okay.
That was the distinguishing factor.
Tyler, you're wrong.
That was the distinguishing factor there.
You're not letting me finish here. Everything statistically is saying that I should be with the Niners, but I now hate the Niners, and I think Purdy's a loser because all he wants to do is lose.
Yep.
And the Jags have the momentum of 5 games behind them, so I'm going to go with the Jags, and I guess the under because Mario's sharp, and I like Mario's pick, so under. And also Jags outright win, bang.
Well, I'm bummed I am on the same side as that because I completely disagree with the logic there. I think all the stats tell you.
am tied for your leader in NFL records. So.
Bang. It's not hard when you pick 4 games a week. But, what I'm
I've
saying,
saved your leader for the past 3 weeks.
I think,
I
okay,
can't
go ahead.
take anymore. That's good.
Go ahead.
No, that's it.
Oh, no. Okay. All the stats say Jags should win this game. Jags are the hottest team in football. They're the hottest team in football. They've won 5 consecutive games. They are a covering machine this year. The Jaguars are the second best team against the spread in all the NFL. Trevor Lawrence is not having the season. We talk about this all the time. He's not having that season that he even had last year. Last year, we looked at the second half of the season and we're like, well, he's putting up these crazy numbers. This is why the Jags are winning. They're not winning because of him right now.
No.
He's not. But the one thing he is doing is what everyone thought Brock Purdy was doing to start the season. He is not losing them any games. Nothing he does is like, oh, it's his reason they lost. Their defense is insane. Travis Etienne playing out of his mind this year. I mean, sure, Christian McCaffrey, everyone knew was RB1. Travis Etienne's RB2 in the NFL right now. Like, he is playing out of his mind. And I think Trevor Lawrence just continues to pick it up. We saw it last year. He picks it up back half the season. Gets better and better. I love the Jags here. I don't think they should ever be... there's not one team besides maybe the Eagles or the Chiefs. I think Chiefs would be close. I think it would be like a 2-point spread. Eagles maybe same. There's no team I think in the NFL should be a 3-point favorite in Jacksonville right now against the Jaguars. No way. Jags plus the 3 and Jags outright. I love this game. This is my second favorite NFL game of the week.
Yeah, first, under 45.5, love. Defensive game. None of these offenses have shown me anything in the past 3 weeks that matter. I mean, ETN's been good. I just think the Niners' run defense will be able to hold them a little bit. 49ers coming off a bye is the best team in football. They have the best point differential. They have the best record coming off a bye in the past, 10 years. I hate that this is 49ers -3 with all my heart. I wish it was Jags -2 and I could just take 49ers, but I can't.
Same.
But I'm just going to lean 49ers -3. Only because coming off a bye, I just think they're well rested. This is the first defense the Jags will have to play since Kansas City in week 2, I think.
So, quick question. This is a genuine question. I think were they on a bye 2 weeks ago or last week too?
Jags were on the beat.
The Jags, so they both teams are on a bye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just talking about the 49ers.
No, I agree. I just didn't remember. If
Jaguars
the Jags were too.
only have Trevor Lawrence for a year. They don't really have stats. 49ers have been good for a while.
No, that wasn't going against your stat. I just didn't remember if they were.
Oh
on a
yeah,
bye last week,
Jags
too.
are on a bye too. I just think that this is a big line in the same game for the Niners, and it's the only team Jaguars have looked rough against as a good defense was the Chiefs. I think they only scored 12 points or something. So every other defense, they haven't played a defense. They've been pretty much rolling every other team.
Yeah.
But I think this will be the one stand, and this is my line in the sand. If the Niners lose this game, I'm just panic, throw it all on the fish. Seahawks might win the division. Niners questionable playoff spot, I don't know, but this is panic mode if they lose this game.
Yeah, if they lose, they're in trouble.
Fair.
Yeah.
I love the Niners in this game. Oh my god, I love the Niners. Yeah, I think coming off a bye is literally just the perfect spot. Just get their defense back on track.
Yeah.
Get Purdy, kind of back in a good headspace. You get a week off. I think this is just a fantastic. There's no way they should be 3-point. After the last 3 games, there's no way they should be 3-point
they get
favorites
Chase Young.
in Jacksonville. I mean, yeah, they've got Chase Young back.
Is Debo
They're-
back? Do you know?
Well, he's got a week of rest. I mean,
Everyone might be back.
I mean, this team could just come back strapping full force. Nobody know, and everyone's just like, wow.
Bosa and Young.
No, dude, when you think about it, they just have to win.
No, this is gonna be a
That's why I
massive
said
bet
it's
on
my
my
line
card.
in the sand. 'Cause
Massive
they
bet
have
on
to
my
do it, and
card.
if they don't,
Yeah.
I'm done.
No, this team's too perfect.
That's what they have to win.
If
But if they don't,
are we
I
sure
understand
Debo's back?
No,
No,
but
I don't know. I wasn't sure, but I know
but he
Chase Young-
did have 2
He's
weeks off.
questionable as of now.
I think 49ers are 100% winning this game now.
Are you flipping? Or are you
No. I think I'm still going to take the Jags +3 because I just think it just.
But
I have
Niners
to.
win.
But
Love,
Niners.
love,
It's
love.
a sharp Mario call where you pick
Yeah.
outright and you pick
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah. Niners are winning this game.
Wow. All right.
Crazy.
Well, yeah.
That'll be a
first
crazy.
game.
That'll say a lot for both teams going into the future.
This is a huge game.
It's a huge, measuring
If the
stick
Jags
to
are
see
playing
how
against-
you are.
If the Jags win this game, the 13-game win thing that I said
Is live.
was a meme.
I'm in
If
trouble.
they win this game, they are very, 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 very live for the 13
Yeah.
wins. Unbelievably live to get the 1 seed in the AFC. So
Shout out Houston Texans winning the division.
yeah, if the Jags win this one, that's gonna be a tough one.
It's gonna be tough regardless.
We'll see. Next game, we'll talk about the Texans in a minute. Next game, big game in the AFC North.
Oh yeah.
A conference that we talked about on Wednesday as clearly the best. division.
Oh yeah.
Clearly the best division in football. The worst team is 5-3. All of them in the playoffs right now. Browns at Ravens. Baltimore -6 at home. The total is 37.5. Tate, we're gonna start this one with you. Where do you lean in this AFC North duel?
I'm actually going to play a little game that Ryan likes to call, doesn't matter who plays a quarterback, Browns plus the 6. This is a really, really weird spot, but I think they keep it close. This is a super tough divisional defensive game. The Ravens have looked like the best team in the NFL lately. I think this is just a spot for the Browns plus the 6.
Wow.
Yeah,
But Browns D, I mean,
I know.
both these defenses.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it's gonna be one of those weird games.
You can see both really good teams totals 37 points, 37 and a half. So, yeah, I like it. Ryan, where are you leaning?
Yeah, I'm gonna play a little fun game that I play on my own. It's regardless of the Browns quarterback, Ravens -6.
Yeah.
I think that nothing the Browns have showed me lately as a team, besides their defense, can beat this Ravens team. I also think this number is way too big for an AFC North battle of any sort. Like, it should never be this big if all 4 teams are in the playoffs. I mean, the Ravens are so good all around, and they're just. I just think Lamar Jackson is quietly having a perfect season.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have to have the crazy passing, he doesn't have to have the crazy rushing.
Looks
Looks like he's
everything.
evolved a little bit.
He just his mindset is one of my favorite things. Like the Jalen Hurts from last year, I'm winning. I don't care what I do, what happens,
Just
what I talk
win.
about. I'm gonna win. Lamar Jackson kind of has that dog in him because all the offseason was he can't win, he can't get far, he's been injured. I think this is his year where he's rolling and he's not gonna be stopped. This is a big game for them, a divisional game. They need to show that this is a game that we can get one step up and seal the AFC, maybe even that 1 seed, but for sure the AFC North. This is a huge seal game for them to get the AFC North, and I think that they do a great job. And I also love the over. I think points. I have a weird feeling that it's all defense, but there's going to be points scored in this game.
Wow. Okay, so Browns and Ravens.
Yeah.
And then you're also over. This is a must-win game for the Ravens if they want to really, like Ryan said, take that next step forward. It's the home game they have against the Browns. Browns, arguably the toughest defense in the league besides maybe the one the Ravens have. Yeah, I don't know who's going to win this game, but I think it's really close. I think this is really, 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 really close game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the biggest lead we see is 7 points. And I think no matter what, it's a field goal or 4 points, one way or the other. So I'm just taking the Browns plus the points here on the road. I love, love, love both these defenses. And I know, Tate, you said regardless of the quarterback, I'm still a believer in Deshaun Watson. What I saw from him last week, it was the Cardinals. I get it. That's a bad team, really bad team, maybe the worst in the NFL. But they shut him out, and Deshaun looked like he had found something again. Like, it's smart for him to come back against the Cardinals to get kind of a mojo going. Fed Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper looked great. The running backs were both moving, Kareem Hunt and Ford. So I think that team's found something a little bit on offense, just getting to beat up on a bad one. And so I think they carry some of that momentum into Baltimore. So I lean the over a little as well. But, yeah, Browns plus the 6.
Wow, I definitely am more than taking a side. I'm going to be taking the under of 37.5. I think the number 1 versus number 3 defense in the league just obviously leads to a low scoring game. But with that being said, if I do have to pick a side, I'm going to lean with the Ravens just because I do think their offense has a lot more going for them. I think they're going to be able to put up points when the Cleveland offense they haven't proven anything to me. And again, like I said, the Ravens have the number 1 defense in the league. They allow 13.8 points per game, and I don't see the Cleveland Browns getting anywhere near that number. Or,
Whoa.
yeah, there's
Near
no
the
way.
average.
Yeah, I don't see that.
10. You think there's more than 10?
7 maybe,
Ooh, I love that.
Oh, wow.
6 to 10.
Is that something you want to make a bet on or just a feel? Because I'll
just a
give
feel,
you
just
odds
a
on
feel,
it.
just
I'll
a
give you
feel.
odds on it.
What are the
Where are the odds?
I'll give you 3 to 1 on any bet size you want. They score more than 7 points.
Think it's 7 or
I said more than 7. Yeah.
7's a little low. If you do 10,
You
I'll do
said
it.
7
No.
points.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
I was just going
It's a
3 to
feel.
1.
It's a
That's
feel.
fine.
It's
Yeah,
a feel.
feel
It's a
bet. I
feel.
just wanted to. This is the reason we're
No, I
recording.
like
these,
it.
you know?
Throw it out there,
You're
you
saying
know?
something. I'm like, hey, I'll give you odds on it.
I like
want
it.
that action.
I like it.
All right, Mario, what are you
Mr.
feeling?
Mario?
For me, it was easy. It's Ravens -6. I do love the under 37.5 as well. Ravens are just a complete offense right now. Like Ryan said, like Lamar's just focused about winning. Their offense is just like a system. Like it's just like Mark Andrews open, Zay Flowers open. They grind the ball, they grind the clock out with like running the ball heavily.
Gus Edwards been.
Well, they have
number
they have
number
three
three.
running backs that they just like use in a
all get
perfect
100 yards
rotation.
again. Yeah.
Like they have like Justice Hill, who's like a little bit explosive, like can pass catcher. The Mitchell dude,
The rookie.
just like rookie, he's just like lightning in a bottle. I mean, that dude's just like explosive.
Shot
And
out
then
the
like
cannon.
anytime they're around there, like in the red zone,
Gus
Gus
Edwards,
Edwards is
yeah.
just a freight train.
He scores,
I mean,
yeah.
he got 5 carries last week and got like 2 touchdowns.
touchdowns.
I mean, he
He has,
just
like,
comes
5
in
touchdowns in 3 weeks.
and it's just like automatic. So I mean, and also you have Lamar running the ball too. Like
hard
it's
to
just
stop.
hell for a defense to guard that offense. And
Touching
then
on that really quick, Ravens as a team are number 3 in average yards per rush at 4.8.
yeah,
which
every
is
year I mean they're always
ridiculous.
one of the best rushing.
Ridiculous.
Crazy.
Every year they're one of the best rushing teams. But this defense, man, is playing possessed. I
Yeah.
mean, they
Yeah.
lead the NFL in sacks, and that's really the determining factor for me. Whether it's PJ Walker, whether it's Deshaun Watson. I'm assuming it's going to be
It's Deshaun Watson this week
because he played
100%,
last
yes.
week. I mean, what I've seen from Deshaun is that when he has time, you know, he can look decent. He's a formidable quarterback, but the second there's any pressure, I mean, this
Turns
dude
the
just
ball over.
panics. Like,
Yeah.
he does not look like the same dude, and this dude's going to be under a ton of pressure. I kind of agree with Mike. Like, I don't think they'll score more than 14 points, and I think the Ravens will easily cover this.
Wow.
Love it.
Okay. Well, yeah, big game. Obviously, everyone all over the place in those first 2 games. That's what happens
Yeah.
when you have these marquee matchups. Mario, we're going right back to you with the Saints, your team, traveling to Minnesota at the Vikings. Favorites on the road, minus 2.5. The total is 41.5. Do you believe in the Saints?
Dude, this is pain.
It's so pain.
No, it's
So
so pain.
pain.
No, the thing is, dude, every time we play at Minnesota, it's just always a weird game.
Minnesota Miracle.
Minnesota Miracle, like, I mean, yeah, I don't even, like, I think of that game. I was with Michael and
Yeah,
cameraman
I
Kevin
remember that.
when our safety just
Stuff on Degen.
closed his eyes and dove into the ground. When
Yeah.
he just had to just let
Classic.
him catch it,
No, we
hit the ground. You
Push
just
or just push
you just wrap him up or just
Push him out,
push him out of
Let
bounds.
them kick a 50.
Like him catching the ball means nothing. Time would have just ran out.
Yeah.
Anyways,
great.
I can talk
That
about
was a good throwback.
No, sorry to bring it up.
no.
Sorry to bring it up.
Touchy subject.
Minnesota Miracle.
Yeah, no, I just every time we play at Minnesota, it's always just a weird game. I think Josh Dobbs, to the addition of him, he didn't even have any snaps.
He didn't know
Unbelievable.
anything.
And he just
Dude,
came
that
in
guy.
because Jared Hall got a concussion. He just got
Unbelievable.
He
thrown
might be
in
the
there.
smartest NFL. My smartest player in the NFL.
Yeah,
great.
he's
Like,
awesome.
he's actually a genius.
I was
I'm a big
saying it.
fan.
I was saying it when we watched the game. It's painful to know he came from the Steelers and left us
Don't
and
even
left us
start
with
it. I
Kenny.
loved him on the Steelers too.
Like Josh Dobbs is going anywhere and just looking great this year, and then we're
Yeah.
stuck with Kenny. So like, but yeah, continue.
Hey,
Sorry.
fourth quarter Kenny though.
Fourth
Yeah, we'll
quarter
talk about
Don't
him
sleep on
later.
Hoyer.
No, but yeah, this is Vikings have they have a sneaky good defense, not so much in their secondary, but they get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. And I mean, offensively, Jordan Addison looks good. Cam Akers out for the season, but Madison played really well last week. So I think it'll just be a tough game. I'm not going to bet this, but because this is a pick show, I have to give advice. I would advise you probably to take Vikings
Ooh,
plus 2.5.
wearing the Saints jersey.
Sharp.
But I think Saints win. I just think it's close. Derek Carr loves to make it a game.
Loves
He
it.
loves to
Give me the over though. I love the over.
Points.
I think it's gonna be points.
All
love
right.
points in that game.
Mike.
Yeah, this is definitely a tough game for me, but I'm going to be riding with the Saints minus 2.5 here. Like I
Love
said,
it.
it's really tough. I think it's going to be close. But the Saints do have the number 7 defense in the league. And the one stat that made me actually lean so far on decide on the Saints is they have the number 3 defense in turnover differential at +8. Minnesota, number 28 at -5. And I think if that is something that could be a game-changing difference, Saints minus 2.5 here.
Yeah, I agree with the Saints minus 2.5. I think it tells you a lot when the Vikings have won 4 consecutive games and are underdogs at home. Especially when you look at early money too. 50-50 split on the number of bets, but 72% of the money on the Saints. So bigger money is going Saints. Usually early money is sharper money. I'm riding with that. I like the Saints here, and I also really like the under. I think this is a low-scoring game because I don't think the Vikings will do anything. I don't know why, but I think the Saints win by 10, and I think it's way under the 41, like maybe 32 points scored. So, yeah.
I mean,
Saints and the under.
I hope.
Yeah, I'm rooting for it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, unfortunately, watching the Saints team makes me want to claw my eyes out.
Yeah.
Their offensive weapons are unbelievable, yet their offensive scoring is miserable. I mean,
We have the worst red zone
Somehow.
offense.
no, it's miserable, and the amount of talent you have on that team is actually ridiculous.
Stacked.
Especially with like Shaheed being all of a sudden very good. Like he's talented. Like he's a secret
And then
talent.
Alvin
He's always
Kamara, Chris
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
a lot. I'm saying regardless of talent, I can't bet on them. Like it just hurts me to bet.
No, that's
last
fine, yeah.
week,
I'm
they-
just gonna root for them.
like I'm saying,
Watch the
like,
game as a fan.
I think they can win games, but they'll always be close and, in my opinion, under the spread like it was last week. I'm just gonna go Vikings plus 2.5 at home. Just take the home dog and just hope Josh Jobs keeps it close and wins. I actually think there's gonna be points in this game. I actually think Vikings can score a lot regardless. I know Saints defense is really good, but I just think Vikings score and the Saints will keep it with them. They're not just gonna get blown out by the Vikings, obviously. So I like the over 41.5, but Vikings, I just think keeping this number might even win.
One thing I do want to note that I forgot to say real quick. After week 3, no Saints game has been less than a touchdown difference in score. So they haven't had any close games under a touchdown since week 3, which is something I like. So if you think the Saints are going to win, I think it's by a big number. That was
Well, that's on both sides though, right? They'll lose.
yeah.
by double
They either
digits
lose
or
by a
they'll-
touchdown or
yeah.
they're winning by outside a touchdown.
Oh yeah.
So like I don't think in any world I don't think the Saints win.
You don't see
and
us
don't
winning by
cover.
1.
Yep. No, I don't. I think it's literally impossible.
That's why I like the Vikings.
Like yeah, if you think Vikings outright, then it's like Vikings will take
Yeah.
care of it. But I don't think that little middle ground of the points. I don't think it matters. So I think if you think the Saints are going to win, don't be afraid to lay the number.
Okay.
Is the point of saying that?
All right, then.
I mean,
All right, Saints.
Yeah.
Minus 2.5.
Saints are.
See,
this is a weird
Okay,
game.
no,
This is
I
a
mean,
weird game though, because they missed the spread last week and won, which was
Tyler's like the devil. He talked me into it.
What was it, 8.5 or something last week? 8 and then won by 7. Yeah. Tate.
This is Saints the easy way. Like not even close.
The big easy.
Everyone's kind of really hyping up Josh Dobbs and how he just came in and plugged in some plays and he kind of figured the game out last week. I don't really care. I mean, I think you have to struggle at some point. I mean, we've seen him on the Cardinals. He's no like miracle worker. He's okay. But this Saints team is 10 times more talented. The Vikings have been sneaky good, but they're down to their third string QB. He's gonna have to learn the plays. He's gonna have to learn the scheme. I think the Saints go and absolutely roll them in Minnesota. Game won't be close.
I think Josh Dobbs' nickname after last week is the Miracle Worker.
I think this is the perfect game for the Saints to win because it's only 2.5 points. Like,
Is it?
if
No,
it's
I love
close,
that.
they
I
win
love
by
that. Win by field
Win
goal.
by field goal, yeah. I mean, and they cover.
Legitimate question. Is there a chance Jefferson plays this week?
There is a
I saw
chance.
he was projected on fantasy 6.5 points.
No, there's a chance. So there might be on a.
He
snap
just
count.
don't know. He's still on IR. They haven't taken him off yet. Well, we're recording this on Tuesday, and this episode comes out on Friday. So by then, maybe he's out. But if Jefferson plays, I still like the Saints, but something to monitor. I don't know. If Jefferson plays, something to monitor because he hasn't played in a while, and the Vikings have been winning while he's
Vikings outright no matter what.
playing. They haven't won a lot when Jefferson's playing.
I
But
just
yeah,
won't win this.
that's
I just think it'll be close.
It's another electric game.
I like it close. Saints by game-winning field goal by one.
And
Yeah.
here's a game that no one really thought we'd be talking about at the beginning of the season. Texans at Bengals. Now this shouldn't be interesting.
Oh, it's
It's a quarterback
interesting.
matchup for the
Bengals
ages.
are -7.
What do you mean quarterback matchup for the age?
Bengals -7. Totals 48.5. This game shouldn't be interesting, but CJ Stroud has those boys playing out of their mind. Out of their mind. One of the youngest teams in the NFL. And they are rolling. That offense is crazy. He almost threw for 500 yards last week. Game-winning drive, last second touchdown, his 5th of the game. Ryan, I'm starting with you, and then we're going to hop to Mario. Because CJ Stroud's your boy from Ohio State. Joe Burrow's your boy from LSU. It's kind of a mini duel of the two of you in the NFL we're seeing play out. Ryan, are you riding with the Texans here? Does CJ Stroud at least cover the number? Or do they have a chance to win outright?
First off, I'd like to shout out my fellow observer / competitor this week of the greatest take of all time, CJ Stroud being worse than Stenson Bennett. I will have that clipped and have that forever. If you want to pull that clip right out, Mike, it was electric. I'll never forget it, and I'll never get rid of it because that was the best thing.
What a
I've ever
take.
heard.
What a take.
Never get rid of that one.
That'll be one for the archive.
That'll be one for
that
the
was
archive.
electric. I will never let people get past that one. But
That's it.
Season ain't finished. Stetson's gonna come in hot.
he's in rehab. Bennett's not even on the team. He's a
His job's not finished.
Job's not
clean
finished.
and come back.
Mario did say career. He'd have a better career.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's
Jones-
it's
early, it's early.
Quarterbacks.
It's
maybe
early.
just a flash
Oh,
in the
career.
pan.
We're still live. We're still live.
But yeah. Anyways, Stroud's
going
balling. This number's huge.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Bengals -7.
Wow.
This is one of those things where Houston's very good. I think they're great as a team when things are going right. This will be a game when things will be going wrong, and they're gonna have to come back from that. The Bucs game last week, they were in it the whole way. There was nothing. They were never down by a lot. It was always close, back and forth battle. This will be a game where Bengals defense steps up. They're gonna get out coached. Their offense is gonna. Houston's defense is not good. People run through them like nothing. So I think Bengals will be able to do what they want at will. I just think that this is the week that Houston goes, hold up, shit, this is gonna be tough. You know what I mean? So I have to take Bengals -7. Hopefully it's a hedge and Houston wins outright. But Bengals -7, and I like the over 48.5 because CJ scores a lot, and Houston defense sucks. So.
Yeah. All right. Mario, he went with your quarterback.
So does that mean?
Are you going with his quarterback?
Hell no.
I can't say much. Texans +7. No comment.
No comment.
Wow! Flippity flip flop flop.
Wait, what?
Until proven otherwise.
I want to tell the viewers, but I can't. Just no comment.
Remember last time
Wait,
he said
what?
we were talking about the Bills Bengals, and he said Bills, and he said I can't tell it. No comment. We still don't know.
Yeah, I still have no idea.
Oh
what's
my
going
gosh,
on.
no
I
idea.
know.
No comment.
What do you know?
No comment.
Wait, what?
What?
It was just
I'm-
going viewers in the dark.
If any of you guys know what's
Yeah,
going on,
it's-
please comment so I know because I have absolutely no idea
I'm
what
so
he's talking
Texans
about.
+7.
Michael, go ahead. What's your side on this game?
Wow, I'm still confused.
Mario's
But
fading Burrow to the Super Bowl.
no, I in my life kind of just feel like veterans will guide the younger rookies into this league, and by way of doing that, they gotta put them in their place. I think Joe Burrow puts CJ Stroud in his place, and therefore Bengals -7. Bang.
Wow. I'm a believer in CJ Stroud. I'm not an Ohio State quarterback guy, but when he was drafted, you can look at any take I said from the summer, he was the only one I said I think will actually be good in the pros, and he's exceeded every expectation I think even Ohio State fans had of him. Unbelievable. It started slow on the year, lost 2 games out the gate, but since week 2, after they went loss, he's got his sea legs under him. They're 4-2.
Yep.
The Texans are. The teams they've beat. Let me tell you the teams they beat. Jaguars, Steelers, Saints, Bucks, right? The teams they've lost to, Falcons, Panthers. So you can make an argument. They've lost to the 2 worst teams they've played, and they beat the 4 best teams they've played. They found something there. They're scoring points, and against good teams, they play up to the competition. Against bad teams, it looks like they play down. They lost to the Colts too, week 2, so bad team they lost to. Bengals are great. Bengals, I think, best team in the division. I think they're the best, better than the Ravens.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I love the Bengals this year, but I can't get away from Texans +7. It's too many points. They score a lot, and I just think it's a close game. I think I could even maybe see a push here if it's close, but I don't think it's ever outside the number and they get it down to a push. Maybe the Bengals are up 4, they kick a field goal or something, and then they go up 7. Texans can't score in the last drive. Something like that. I love the over, that being said.
Yeah, over.
I think they score a lot. Over 48.5 and Texans +7. Tate, round us out.
I might have a problem. I feel like an addict. I'm just gonna be betting. I'm gonna bet Joe Burrow the rest of the year. This is just ridiculous. It's every year. It's actually like clockwork. He looks like crap at the beginning of the year, and everyone's like, "Oh, we have the Joe Burrow conversation." Then all of a sudden, he's just the best quarterback in the NFL. And
He's
you're like,
amazing.
No, he's literally amazing.
Amazing.
This game, it's gonna
Might be
get
QB1 too
out
this
of the
year.
number so quick. You're not even gonna be able to believe it. It's gonna be like the Bills game, and you're
Yeah,
like,
blink.
"Wow, what's going?" Yeah, blink 21-0.
You think Texans go up that much?
The Bengals the easy way. It's like literally the easiest game ever. Bengals -7. No sweat. Joe Burrow to the promised land.
Next game, another big game, a weird game. The public money's all over this. Lions at Chargers. Detroit 2.5-point favorites on the road. Although, as we've said a million times, Chargers home games aren't really home games. It's like a home game for the opponent. So I don't know if this counts as on the road.
Yeah.
The total's
like
48,
neutral.
48.5. I'll go ahead and start. I tried to pick a side in this game, and I don't know where to go. I would just be guessing, and I get every pick's just like an educated guess or whatever. You go with the gut feel. I don't even have an intuition on this. I legitimately have no idea which way this game will go. But all I know is both these teams are overrated, and they're not even that good. So like I think the Lions definitely aren't as good as the record. The Chargers are very middle of the road. I don't even think that's what the record says. I don't even think they're middle of the road. I think they're bad. I like the under 48.5. That's the only number I'm touching here. I don't think anyone can convince me otherwise. I know some people are passionate on the side one way or the other, but this is a sick number for me. Ryan, I don't know if you feel the same way.
No, I like the under also. 48.5. I like it a lot. What I love even more is the Chargers plus 2.5. I've been trying to say this all year. I'll continue to say it. I think the Lions are frauds. And the Chargers seem to do this every year. They're kind of like the Bengals where they start slow and get hot as the season goes on, especially Justin Herbert. I just think the Lions are just not good at all. Like, I don't know why. I just have this weird feeling that nothing is good about them on offense and nothing is good about them on defense. They ran good to start the year, kind of like the Vikings last year, except the Vikings did it for a lot longer. But this is their wall they're going to hit. And Chargers are sneaky good. They have a really good defense. Like, if their defense steps up, they could play really well like against the Jets and shut out teams and do very well. And I think their offense can get hot. Herbert just got to play a little bit better. Eckler's now fully healthy. Keenan Allen's getting going.
Yeah.
I just think that Chargers are the better team here. Plus, getting plus the points is free. I'm going to bet them to win the game.
Yeah. No, Tate, I'm going to hand it off to you. One thing I wanted to note when I looked at the Chargers' record, they have a very clear pattern. They've lost their first 2 games, won their next 2, lost their next 2, won their next 2. So they win and lose every 2 games in pairs. So if that stays, they're going to lose.
Patterns
against
have to
the
change.
Packers.
If that stays, they lose this game.
Patterns have to change.
Tate,
Hey, they can cover and still lose.
they can.
Change patterns.
Tate,
I actually love the Chargers in this game as well too. I think they're gonna come home pumped, fired up. They're gonna start believing in their team again. Maybe making a little run to make the playoffs.
They could
'cause
easily
they
make
did
a wild
not
card
start.
team.
Yeah, they did not start out well. But I think I think the Chargers are gonna. It could be a fun game. But I agree with Ryan. The defense for the Chargers has really stepped it up the last couple of weeks. I don't know what happened all of a sudden, but I mean, I'm just going to take them plus the points. I love them to win outright in this spot at home.
ooh, Mike.
Yeah, I warned in the Wednesday episode that I had 2 plays that I'm just going to be walking with the crowd here. First one was that Thursday night pick, and the second one is going to be this one where I'm going to ride with the Lions minus 2.5. Everybody and their mother's on
Everyone's
this
on
line.
this.
Yeah.
Everyone's on this.
That's what I love.
It's funny because I looked at it and I must be a fish because I just went Lions, and then here I am.
You just said Lions.
Yeah, here I am.
You just said Lions.
Ram. Roar.
I don't think land animals can swim anymore. So we'll see.
Oh, that was it?
Lions
Yeah.
love Lions.
Oh, yeah.
That was it? All right,
Yeah.
Mario. Mike's with the Lions.
Minus
Seems
2.5.
like the bet.
Yeah.
I'm not on.
Okay.
For me, this is going to be Chargers plus 2.5.
Okay. Bold.
Yeah, I think Chargers. I actually think Lions will actually have an early lead, and then Chargers will just be playing catch up. I actually like the over in this game a lot. I think Lions will kind of get back on track a little bit in terms of scoring. Past few weeks before they went on their bye, they were kind of dipping down a bit in their points per game.
Yeah.
I think they get back on track. Jahmyr Gibbs looks electric. Jared Goff, he's like Josh Allen, like he's good. He can sling it. He'll get you the lead, and then all of a sudden he'll throw a pick, and then he'll make it a game.
I love that
Yeah,
comparison, by the way. Nothing makes me happier
What
than hearing
similar.
the Jared Goff. He's like Josh Allen.
Yeah, not as talented, but like,
But same
but
tier
like
quarterback.
Like when you get the final product at the end of the game.
Yeah, final product, what they bring to the table. Same as Josh Allen.
Sort of. Yeah.
Pretty much same.
Not even close.
Well, I guess you can make the argument
Not even close.
Goff's better. His
Whoa.
team's 6-2. Josh Allen has 4 losses.
I didn't say anything.
No, neither did I. Some could make that
You're
argument.
right. You're not speaking any English, is what everyone's
No,
saying.
some-
Nothing you're saying is making sense.
Some
Everyone
could-
move on.
I don't
Some
even want to
people-
bring it up. I didn't bring it up. Some people are saying that. I'm relaying that.
People who
information.
need special
Just
classes.
relaying
Yes.
information.
Exactly. Yeah, continue on.
Yeah. Anyways, give me Chargers plus 2.5. Justin Herbert's going to keep this close. Lions defense isn't all that great. They have a decent pass rush, but that's about it. Their secondary's trash. I know last week they were missing a few starters with their receivers. I think Palmer should be back. I don't know. Just give me the Chargers plus 2.5. I think they
Chargers.
keep this in the number.
Don't
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't pick a side there. But last game, big game.
Big game.
Maybe not. Some people don't think it's a big game. I think it's a big game. Broncos at Bills, Monday Night Football. Buffalo minus 7.5. Total is 46.5. I am having so much fun looking at this line. I want to go last. I'm sure you can't guess which way I'm going. Ryan, go ahead, lead us off. How do we feel about this Monday night showdown?
Buffalo minus 7.5, easy. It's gonna be a murder. Over 46.5, gonna be a murder because Buffalo's gonna score all the points in the world. Broncos have, I think, bottom 5 defense in all the league.
Oh, they're bad.
Yeah, really bad.
Bounce back game for Buffalo at home. This is more for Buffalo, if anything.
Yeah.
They have to win this game by a million. Nothing to it. Like they have to be
They have to and they will.
flawless on
Have
all
to
sides of the ball. And Broncos are terrible. They're just terrible. They're just terrible. No, they're just terrible.
Yeah,
So
they're
Buffalo, murder, absolute murder. And it's gonna be a murder.
Seems like you like Buffalo there.
No, I don't like Buffalo.
You love Buffalo.
I love
Tate?
Buffalo.
This is such a spot too because I feel like Denver actually they play really well at home, and they're on the road, and then Buffalo plays really well at home.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the perfect storm. I mean, I think I love Buffalo here. They could not be lower right now in people's minds, and I don't think Denver could be higher after beating the Chiefs last week. So I think this is the perfect spot for Buffalo to just be like, no, we're much better.
Yeah. So Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Mike.
Yeah, I mean, if you've watched this show for the past 11 weeks or 19 weeks, actually, since we've on episode 19, I hate Russell Wilson with a passion.
Facts.
I don't like Josh Allen necessarily, but I hate Russell Wilson. I really hate that guy. Like, I will never support him. If he no, I'm not gonna go too far. But I don't like him.
Yeah. You wouldn't donate anything.
Yeah, pretty much on those lines.
Why don't you like him?
I just think that he's
He's a loser. No, he's a loser.
Yeah. So ever since he moved
Mike's
from
hate
Seattle to the Broncos, he's just been a loser.
Yeah, you don't like losers.
No.
I like to surround myself with winners and motivate myself with people who I watch. And
you were
Russell Wilson is a loser, so I hate Russell Wilson.
Fan.
Yeah, we're hook 'em horns.
He's a Rams fan. They are winners.
Oh yeah, they won a Super Bowl. All right. Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
Refs won.
clearly
Facts.
Bills minus 7.5, Bills minus 14.5, Bills minus 17.5, and the over of
No, I like the
46.5
It's gonna be
because, they're literally
Wait,
going to
Mike,
score
who
40
do
points
you
by
like?
themselves. I like the Rams. I like the Longhorns.
No, but like in the NFL, like there
The Dolphins.
Oh, I like Bijan.
The Dolphins.
I like Tua.
If
Saquon.
Bijan
I
gets
love-
a
I
catch,
love
I thought you were
Saquon.
off the Dolphins.
He's a
love
big
Saquon.
Saquon. Big Saquon.
McCaffrey.
No, but I still like Tua.
What about McCaffrey?
Oh,
I like C-Mac. Yeah,
so
I
you
like
hate the
C-Mac.
Dolphins, but you like Tua.
Hate the
Yeah,
Dolphins.
no, I don't hate the Dolphins. They just
But you
can't
just hate their offense.
They just can't be my number one.
they just can't.
It's his side piece.
they can't.
Yeah, they're like,
They
yeah,
got
yeah.
demoted.
Love-hate
They-
relationship.
Mario.
They have
them all way
the
on
secondary phone, not the primary.
Mario. Michael's got multiple phones, multiple different sneaky links. He's got his late night calls.
One for the play.
So we have 3 picks, all Bills. Everyone's on Bills.
Yeah.
Are you joining him?
No chance.
No.
Let me start off by saying I do like the under in this game.
Okay.
But I love the Bills. I just think the Bills will absolutely destroy the Broncos. Love the under here. I just think Bills win this like 31-6.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not
Yeah, they have to
close.
win.
Like, they demolish them.
I don't think
Broncos are not good. Broncos are not good this year. They play decent at home and against like the Chiefs, it's same division. You know how that works in the NFL. Like, you can always you have a feel for how the teams in your division play. But this at Buffalo, I love Buffalo at home here. And weather's getting colder, so I just like less points.
46
But
degrees.
I love that. I think this gets outside the number quick, and it doesn't come close.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like that.
So everyone's on the Bills.
Except for you, yeah.
Everyone's on the Bills.
I'm on the Bills and the under though. They're
I
all
haven't given a
Bills
pick,
over.
Ryan. You have no
Bills
idea
over.
what
I
I'm
bet
picking.
my life.
I also am betting my life on this game. This is my biggest NFL bet of the week.
There's
and
just
it's,
no way.
And it's not.
It was
It's
nice
not,
knowing you.
it's not
Oh,
close.
God.
There's no way.
No. My second biggest bet is the Jaguars. This is my biggest bet of the week. It is the most uncomfortable line you'll take, but you don't usually win betting being super comfortable, especially not when the
beg to
public
differ.
numbers look like this.
I'm pretty comfortable.
So the Bills, this is a must win. Everyone's thinking the same thing. You've heard it 4 times. Bills must win. They're much better. Broncos are terrible.
Yep.
They're at home. Like everything's just saying Bills.
Yeah.
Public money, is the most lopsided thing I've ever seen. 63% of the bets, Bills. A whole public, everyone's Bills. That means 37's on the Broncos. 77% of the money on the Broncos. This is the biggest difference, 40% difference between percentage of bets and percentage of money. All of the sharp money is on the Broncos here, plus 7.5.
Denver
The
fans.
public's getting smarter.
No, Denver
No.
fans just got deep pockets. That's, all,
actually-
that's all that means.
Public
No,
is
this
getting
is
smarter,
this is
actually.
literally this is easy. This is really, really, really easy. Everyone will
Sharps are
be
not always
on the Bills. You've heard it here. 80% of us are on the Bills. Everyone will be on the Bills. They can still win this game, but this is one that'll be a dirty cover. Like this is like Bills could win by 7. They are not covering this number. No shot. Will not cover this number. Biggest NFL player of the week for sure. I love the Broncos.
Wow.
Like absolutely love the Broncos here.
I've never heard
if I
any
mortal-
human being say that.
If
those
I
words
mortaled,
in my life.
I feel like Stu right now. If I mortaled NFL, this would 100% be my mortal. Like
Wow.
Broncos huge.
Jesus.
Yeah.
In
So,
Buffalo,
imagine
the best
that-
home team in all of.
There's no
The
reason
parlay
why.
would be so electric.
There's no reason why.
That'd be
It's
so
just
electric.
it's just Broncos.
All right.
They never cover. Yeah, that's it for the games. I mean, that took a while, but we talked
wow,
a
that's
lot
a
through a
lot,
lot of the
yeah.
games.
Yeah.
6 big games. It's time to talk the cards. I mean, we are pretty passionate about a lot of these lines. Let's go ahead and dive in to all our best bets.
Bang.
It is that time. All of our picks for NFL we give out to you every week completely for free. Tate is going to start us off this week.
go,
NFL,
Tate.
we've been hot. Everyone's over 50%.
Oh yeah.
For NFL. So everyone's printing. NFL, Tate, go ahead.
All right, we're going to start it off with the Bengals -7 versus the Texans. We're going to ride Joe Burrow to the promised land. Saints -2.5 at the Vikings. This is an easy game. Saints roll. 49ers -3 at the Jags. This is one of my I mean, I actually love this slate. I'm in love with everything. Jaguars team total under 21.5. The Browns +6 at the Ravens. Steelers -3 versus the Packers. Packers team total under 17.5. Chargers team total over 23.5. Chargers +2.5. And on Monday night, the Bills -7.5 against the Broncos.
That's a clean card.
Beautiful.
clean.
Very
Absolutely
tucked
gorgeous.
in.
Loved it.
Well put together.
Put her to sleep. All right, my card, we're starting off the under in the Jags 49ers game, 45.5. A lot of defense in that game. Love it. Steelers -3 versus the Packers. Go Steeler Nation.
Go
Let's
Steelers.
Go. Ride it. Cowboys team total over 26 versus the Giants. Giants defense is terrible. Cowboys should kill
They
him.
suck. Yeah.
Raiders +1.5 versus the Jets. Raiders might have a little something going with Aiden O'Connell. Don't sleep on them. I think they beat the Jets. Titans Bucks over 38.5. Points. Bucks have shown that they can give up a ton of points. Titans are kind of riding with Levis, Henry, and Hopkins trio, so hopefully they keep that going. Bengals team total over 26 versus the Texans. No matter how the outcome of the game is going to score, I think it'll be a lot of points. Saints Vikings over 41.5. Points. Love it. I have Buffalo -7.5. I have the Buffalo Broncos over 46.5. And my first NFL bet of the year, Bills team total over of 26. It is my bet of the year. I'm putting 22 units on this. Max bet. I'm all in. Broncos defense suck. It was almost my mortal, but I needed more. I'm putting so much on this. Bills are coming off a terrible loss. They have to win this game. They're scoring 4 touchdowns easily. All in. Max bet. Hammer it.
Wow.
Game, bet, everything of the year.
Wow.
All in.
Bang.
All in. I'm
Let's
getting that
go,
game of the year
Bills.
record up for us.
Let's go,
Game of the year
Bills.
record's going up.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Points.
That's
Points.
insane.
And then more points.
Bills,
and then
Bills.
more points
What was
for the Bills.
What's the number?
26 flat.
Wow.
Bills, 46 points.
Gonna need
Final
a
number.
game from Russell Wilson.
That's all right. Well, let's get into the card. I like a lot of the underdogs this week. I'm starting off hot. Jags +3. I'm going Browns +6. We already talked about it. Saints then -2.5 and the under in that game, 41.5. Going back, Texans +7. The over in the Bengals Texans game, 48.5. The Lions Chargers under 48.5. What will actually end up being my biggest NFL bet of the year, Broncos +7.5. All over that game. Titans +1.5 at the Bucks. Steelers -3 at home against the Packers. We found some. We are rolling. Raiders +1.5 at home against the Jets. I agree with Ryan there. I think they found some with the rookie. Falcons Cardinals over 42.5. Giants, Cowboys under 38.5. I don't think any points are scored here, and the only ones that are by the Cowboys. And Seahawks, Commanders under 46.5. So 14 games, keeping it nice, keeping it neat.
I also Seahawks Commanders under was on my card. I forgot to say it. I like that under. Add to my card.
Bang.
Bang.
All right. We are going to start off with Jags +3 against the 49ers. We're going to go to a Ravens, Browns under 37.5. Saints -2.5 against the Vikings. Bengals -7 against the Texans. Steelers -3 against the Packers. Let's go, Mario. That is your immortal. Steelers, Packers under 39.5. Cowboys -16.5 against the Giants because the Giants are terrible.
Go Saquon.
I love Saquon, but I'm sorry, your team is so bad. Seahawks -6.5 against the Commanders. Jets and Raiders under 35.5. And last but not least, Bills -7.5 against the Broncos.
Wow.
Right.
Mario, before you go, Tate, did you have the Steelers -3 on your card?
I did, yeah.
You have it?
I did too.
All right, so that's a consensus pick.
Yeah.
Everyone has that. It's your mortal.
Yeah.
So our consensus picks, I think, are 5 and 2.
Oh
on
yeah,
the season.
consensus pick.
Consensus
Hey,
pick.
consensus
Throw it
pick.
out. Yeah. Steelers -3.
Five and two. One of our best
I just
bets.
when Michael said it, I was like, wait a minute, that's his mortal. That's gonna be on. It's on everyone's card.
Yeah,
So
we're
and
all
it's
in.
Mario's
Oh.
mortal. So
Yeah,
consensus picks are 5 and 2, and
Mario's
Mario's
9 and
mortal's
2.
9 and 2.
All in max bet.
The Steelers -3. If you took anything away from these episodes, I mean,
That is
Steelers
100% all in.
-3 bet.
All in
Yeah,
Steelers
hammer
-3.
this. This might have to turn into my biggest bet because I didn't realize this was everything.
No, it's everything.
This is everything. But Mario, go ahead.
All right. Starting off pretty similar to Mike, actually. Jags +3 against the 49ers. We're taking the Prince at home. Ravens, Browns under 37.5. Two good defenses. Going to be a battle. Falcons -1 against the Cardinals. I know they're saying Kyler Murray might be coming back.
But
Doesn't
didn't Call
matter.
of Duty come
But
out this weekend?
Call of
It did.
Duty's coming out on
It
Thursday
did.
night. So you know what that means.
Late night.
Hey, Clayton
Oh,
Tune.
yeah.
Clayton Tune.
0 points last week.
Clayton Tune legacy game. It's
Clayton
coming in. We're going to take...
Someone's got to play quarterback.
I got talked into this first line. Saints -2.5 against the Vikings.
Bang.
Gonna ride with my team. Have to.
Brad.
Saints Vikings over 41.5. Texans +7 against the Bengals. No comment.
No comment.
And Bills -7.5 against the Broncos.
Wow.
Bang.
I love
That's
it.
it. Short card.
NFL slate.
Short.
Simple, short, simple,
Short
sweet.
and sweet.
Love that.
Nice and easy. I mean, it doesn't get any cleaner than this.
Hey, if you like free money, I need you to listen up right here.
The Subscriber Picks Parlay is a free roll we give to every subscriber, allowing anyone the chance to win up to $1,200 each week.
We put our own money at risk every single week on our 5 best bets, what we call Mortal Locks.
And if our parlay hits, we'll be raffling off all of our winnings to one lucky subscriber who supports our amazing show.
Like the videos, comment on the videos, click that subscribe button below. We've already paid out $350 in our Mortal Lock Parlay winnings, and you're gonna be next.
Yesterday, on Thursday, we gave you the Mortal Lock Parlay, all 5 of us back in the mix. The parlay was very simple. Mario, Steelers -3, also the consensus bet. A consensus bet, Emma. We've
That's
never
nice.
had the overlapping powers.
man.
This got me so excited when I saw it was on everyone's card. I was like, oh my gosh. Michael, Washington,
Yep.
-9.5.
against Utah.
Miami, plus the 14.5. Ryan, the over in the USC Oregon game, 73.5. And Tate, you were Oklahoma, minus the 12.5.
Yes, sir.
Those are your 5
Bang.
mortal locks. If those 5 bets hit, $1,100 in one of your pockets.
A lot of money.
All you got to do, it's
I'd
really
be so
simple.
sick to just
It's
pay
really
out
simple. No, I really want to give
want it
someone
so bad.
$1,100. That's a lot of money.
It's huge.
Huge.
Literally all you have to do is be a subscriber. So just already, if you're watching this and you're not a subscriber, regardless, subscribe. And then if you want extra entries, click the like, drop a comment. You could say anything you want. You could say literally just like
You can
Steelers
say
or something.
hoopla!
You could say, or you could say that. You can say hoopla.
say
Drop a
hoopla.
comment,
Throw an emoji. Who
hoopla.
cares?
Throw it in there. Say hashtag fade Mike. We have a couple of those coming in the comments every
Shout out
week.
Ed.
Shout out Ed. That's all you got to do. $1,100 in the parlay. Tate, close us out. Big week. Big week. Tell the people what they have to do before they leave.
Should we try and do this together?
We'll do it again.
So let's do the first 3. Ready?
Yep.
Like, comment, subscribe, baby. Hey,
Next week.
Good luck on
share
your
with a
bets.
friend. Notification bells on.
Road to 500. Road to 500.
Road to $1 million.
NFL game of the year.
NFL game of the year.
Yeah.
We'll see. Good luck on your bets. We'll see you next week.